Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs, his 8th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Condors march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield, hit you little people.
Good run there. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. They'll run on first down. Finch, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
1 yard gain brings us 2nd and 9.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9. Looking to throw. Klein. And his throw is going to be incomplete. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. When you look at this defense, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away their timing.
48 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries in the ballgame. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 4-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the 2nd part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
At the 27-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Klein. That pass complete to Moore. It'll be a gain of 5. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Klein. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, Finch. He'll get this up to about the 44. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
To throw on third down, Klein. He's got the connection to Moore. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off play action, Klein. Now he's flushed out left. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Holding offense.
Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Klein. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Looking to throw on second down. Klein. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And that is incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. They bring their punter out there now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. They go play action here on first down.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Off the bootleg. Klein. This one brought in by Jefferson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Jefferson has his first catch. He also has a first down.
First down, Dragons.
Operating from the gun. Klein. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 18 yards the gain for number 18. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Klein. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Klein. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Klein. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming in all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Jameer Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's McAllister. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
That one good for 14 yards.
That's good for Melbourne. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. But hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw here. This is brought in by Brown. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 5 from the 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17 to 3.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Klein. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bully. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make the play? Because he's made all the plays so far. So I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal. And for the second time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Tokyo offense heads back out there now, and we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
Melbourne's offense back out on the field now.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. He finds his man complete. It's Barnett. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's going to be taken in by Downs.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll look to throw again.
And this taken in by Downs.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
at the 1-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Condors would extend their lead here just before halftime. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that drive in total 8 plays. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin up in the City of Roses, Portland, Oregon, and it's the Pioneers who are out in front. The Pioneers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Garrett Wilson, a touchdown catch in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. The Thunderbirds still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Klein. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Klein. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They'll run on first down. Howell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Howell.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st and 10, Klein. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped him.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
A 48-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Read option, this is Gibbs.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Now run by Gibbs.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll look to throw here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Now it's Gibbs.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Need to block in the back. Offense.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Klein. He finds his man, complete. That's more. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 43-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Howell, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Dragons.
Operating from the gun, Klein.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Klein. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Jameer Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He's hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll run here with McAllister. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Klein.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the gun on 3rd down. Klein.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw again. He finds his man complete. That's Howell. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and
They've got his man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain of 32 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Klein. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Klein. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right, because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal, too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
Throwing on 1st down. Klein. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Dragons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Another run for Gibbs here.
Oh, what a move. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
118 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
On 1st down, Preston.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. Preston. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
The short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll drop to throw.
That's going to be caught by Downs.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Condors are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead.
That's a good read of the situation by a quarterback. It's a sprint out to the flat, so after he fakes the handoff, he's going to give the impression this is going to be thrown to the back. Instead, he goes to the next level, and it pays off with a touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes 8 plays.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline.
because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late point. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 3rd down, Klein. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Melbourne's offense back out on the field now.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That complete to Downs.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Melbourne, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions.
Meanwhile, for Tokyo,
the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.